These are the White Helmets. Also known as the Syrian Civil Defense, they operate in opposition-held areas and serve as a sort of dual emergency search and rescue organization and war crimes watchdog, pulling victims from the rubble and bombed-out buildings while, at the same time, recording their rescues. Their work has been lauded and supported by the West. But online, there's a thriving community that tries to tie the White Helmets to extremist groups and chemical weapons attacks in Syria. And it's not just random Twitter accounts spreading these claims. In many cases, these theories are boosted by and even originate from the governments of Russia and Syria. But with geolocation and open source information, you can debunk a lot of those claims and get the attention of the Russian government.
A controversial website, Bellingcat.
Your initial reaction to Bellingcat's findings?
Это люди, которые, это Bellingcat, белые каски.
Blurring the lines between rescue groups and terrorists not only lets Russia and Syria paint the White Helmets as legitimate targets, it can also shift the blame for war crimes. And building that narrative can be as simple as sharing a meme on platforms like Twitter. This is an example of a common image shared by the anti-White Helmets community. It implies the same girl was used in multiple staged rescues over the course of 3 months. The problem is, they are different girls. By looking up the original source for each image, you can see the photos in the top half of the image are from the same day, and the other 2 girls are from different bombings at different locations. Here's another example. It claims to expose the White Helmets as actors in a movie like Set. Doing a quick internet search shows it actually is a movie set, but not from the White Helmets. It's a Syrian government film called Revolution Man, about a journalist fabricating news in Syria.
This war has no future.
What's interesting about this one is that it was shared by the Russian government, and it's not an isolated incident either. These memes are just a small part of the broader disinformation campaign against the White Helmets.
The Russian Center for Syrian Reconciliation says it's received intelligence on the delivery of toxic substances to the province with the help of the White Helmets to later be used in staging a false flag attack.
That's just one of almost 24 occasions just this year when the Russian and Syrian governments have attempted to connect the White Helmets to allegedly imminent chemical weapon attacks. A couple of these false claims were made in early 2018. It wasn't until later in the year that they became more prevalent. Around the same time, a truce was established between opposition and government forces in the province of Idlib. Most of these predictions were supposedly going to take place around Idlib. It's the last part of Syria where opposition forces still have a foothold. So far, none of the predictions have actually come true. And that's not really surprising. The thing about pretty much all of these claims is, well, they're just that, claims. Typically, there's no real attempt to back them up, even when the Russian military says it has irrefutable evidence of an imminent attack. The one time Russia actually did try to give visual proof, it only really showed 2 things. A 9-second video clip showing what seems to be drone footage of a tractor, and a single image showing alleged chlorine containers being loaded in the back of a truck. That's it. The video can be geolocated to a White Helmets facility south of Idlib, but it's not clear how a tractor supports the Russian claim that ISIS attacked the facility and then stole 2 chlorine cylinders. This matters because, despite a lack of evidence, Russia uses these claims to justify their actions in Syria. Just listen to Russia's ambassador to the United Nations explain news of a White Helmets-backed chemical weapon attack.
Белые каски доставили на расположенный в Сараке склад вооружений и горюче-смазочных материалов большой объем отравляющих веществ.
He was referring to a claim that originated from the Russian Ministry of Defense. Unsurprisingly, the attack never came to fruition. Twitter, Facebook, and other platforms are under increasing pressure to scrub their sites for actually fake news. But ultimately, debunking online conspiracies isn't something that has to wait for tech giants, just some digital fact-checking.